Hey there, everybody! Do you love to travel and learn about new places? Great, then you are in the right place. Join Jasmine the cat and Gracie the tortoise as they have fun traveling the beautiful United States and learning lots of cool new facts.
Hello there, friends! It's Jasmine, the jazzy great cat, here with my BFF Gracie, the super smart tortoise. We're off on another great exploration. Say hi, Gracie!
Greetings, my dear friends, and welcome to California, our 31st state as of 1850. The capital of California is Sacramento. California is one of our larger states and is a very long state. As a matter of fact, the northern part of California is much different than the southern part, with the center of the state being a great place for farming.
Oh dear, how will we explore all of it?
Not to worry, Jasmine. In this trip, we're going to stay in the southern part, and on our next trip, we'll go up north.
Sounds like a great plan. How about we start with some history?
Fine with me. The past is always a great place to begin. Let's go back more than 20,000 years. That's when the first people arrived here in California.
How did they get here? By boat?
No, they didn't. They walked from Asia.
Walked? Gracie, are you kidding me? They walked across the Pacific Ocean? No one can do that.
You're right. They couldn't walk on water. The people used a piece of land between Russia and the U.S. that's now under the water of the Bering Strait, and since then, hundreds of Native American tribes have lived here.
Gracie, that is super cool. A land bridge. I would really like to see that. You know what? Lots later, like in the 1500s, the Spanish were the first Europeans to come here.
That's right. The Spanish came to California and Mexico. In 1821, Mexico was no longer part of Spain, and California was now part of Mexico. But that didn't last for long, and in 1848, California became part of the United States. 1848's important for another reason. It's the year that gold was found at Sutter's Mill. Over 100,000 people called 49ers came to California in 1849 to get rich quick.
Did they?
Some people did, but most did not. Finding gold sounds like an easy way to get rich, but it really isn't. It involves a lot of hard work. And then, a year later, in 1850, California became a state.
Cool history. I guess that's why it's called the Golden State, and the flower is the golden poppy. I really love how California got its name. It comes from Spanish explorers who thought they discovered an island, and they named it after Queen Calafia, who was the ruler of a mythical island many years ago.
And we can't forget that the grizzly bear is the state animal. It's so popular, it's even on the flag. Are you at the map, Jazzy? Let's find California.
Yes, I am here. It is super easy to find. It's one of the states on the western border of the U.S. The Pacific Ocean is on the west, Nevada and Arizona on the east, Oregon to the north, and the country of Mexico on the south. There are over 1,000 miles of coastline. Time to get in our cute blue camper and head out. Princess Bed is at the ready.
Great. Let's start with famous people. Richard Nixon, our 37th president, was born here. President Nixon was our first president to visit China while in office. And the space race to the moon also took place when he was president.
Ooh, a space race. Like seeing which rocket would get there first? Who was racing?
It was a race between the U.S. and Russia to see which country would be the first to land a man on the moon.
Did we win?
Yes, we got a man on the moon first. On July 20th, 1969, astronaut Neil Armstrong became the first person to walk on the moon. You could watch it happen on TV.
That must have been so exciting to watch. And guess what? My famous person is an astronaut, Sally Ride. She was the first American woman in space.
Such fascinating people. Now, as we get to our first stop, let's talk more about the central part of California, where there are many farms. Much of our fresh produce comes from there. Delicious fruits like lemons, grapes, kiwi, peaches, raspberries, strawberries, and many more. But that's not all. California is nutty. This state is first in the amount of almonds, pistachios, and walnuts that are grown here. And last but not least, 90% of our broccoli is raised here.
Broccoli! I love those little tree veggies. Since our first stop will be the Mojave Desert, I have some great info to share about it.
Go ahead, Jazzy. I am waiting to be amazed.
Okay, here goes. It's the smallest desert in North America and is mostly in California. Other parts of it are in Utah, Nevada, and Arizona. Three great places to visit in the Mojave Desert are Death Valley, Joshua Tree National Park, and the Mojave National Preserve. Death Valley is the hottest and lowest place in North America. How hot can it get, you ask? I'll tell you. On July 10th, 1913, it was 134 degrees Fahrenheit. Even that's too hot for a sun lover like me. Badwater Basin is the lowest spot at 282 feet below sea level. I want to see the Joshua trees. They grow from 15 to 40 feet tall and are skinny, and their branches look just like a person reaching up to the sky. Joshua trees are not really trees, but are yucca plants. They usually live about 100 years, but some have been alive for 1,000 years.
You have given me much to think about. I will add some information on the landscape here. There are dunes, which are hills of sand formed by wind, buttes, which are hills with steep sides and a flat top, pinnacles, which are tall columns of rocks, playas, which are dried out lakes, and basins, areas of land which are much lower than the land around it, and are formed by wind or water. Here in the racetrack playa, I have a surprise for you.
I can't wait. You said a playa is a dried out lake. That doesn't sound very exciting.
Maybe it isn't, but what happens inside this lake certainly is. There are stones that seem to move by themselves called sailing stones.
Sailing stones? They move by themselves? Do they have sails like a sailboat? Tell me more.
I would love to. First, the stones are not sailboats, and no one has ever really seen the rocks move, but we know that they do because of the trails that are left behind. The rocks come down from the mountains and roll into the playa. Once they get here, they move horizontally, leaving tracks behind them. And it doesn't matter if the rock is large or small, they all move.
Gracie, you're kidding me. How do they move? And how do we know the rocks move if no one sees them?
In 2014, scientists used time-lapse photography. This is a way to keep a camera taking pictures over a long period of time. And what they saw was this. Ice formed in the basin, and when the wind broke up the ice piled up behind the rocks and pushed them forward very slowly.
Gracie, that is truly mind-boggling information and totally amazing. I wish we could see that happen. But it sounds like that takes a really long time, and I don't think I can sit that long. The desert is really a mysterious and beautiful place. And now I am ready to go on to our next place. How about you?
Yes, I too am ready to do some more exploring, but I must say I have truly enjoyed all this sand, heat, and this beautiful landscape. Now we're heading off to Venice Beach, which is part of Los Angeles.
Venice? Like Venice, Italy, and all those canals?
Yes, in 1905, Abbot Kinney had man-made canals dug at his beachside town. He wanted it to look just like Venice, Italy.
Gracie, I want to live here. Look at all the cool houses right on the canals. We can have a boat right at our door and travel on the water whenever we want to. Super amazing. Let's check out the promenade by the ocean. We can see performers, magicians, artists, and even buy cool stuff. I want to walk all the way to Santa Monica and the Santa Monica Pier. It's only about 3 miles. We can check out all the beaches on the way.
Let's get started on the Venice boardwalk. Look at the creative sand sculptures. I believe I see one of a sea tortoise.
I see a castle. I bet you would be really good at making sand sculptures, Gracie.
Well, I am good at digging. What's next?
Wow! Gracie, here we are at Muscle Beach. Look at all those people working out. They really have big muscles. Those weights look really heavy. Don't miss that girl over there. She's standing on her hands. They look like they're having fun, but I think I would rather build sand sculptures.
How do you feel about creating some art? Here at the graffiti walls, artists create their own art on these wonderful walls.
Ooh, I want to try. I'm going to paint a picture of our cute blue camper with all of the states we visited on it so far. Wanna help?
Absolutely. I love it, Jasmine. Now it's time to finish up at the Santa Monica Pier.
Gracie, what exactly is a pier?
Jazzy, a pier is a raised walkway on stilts out over the water. You can walk on it, fish, or
Or go to an amusement park. Come on, we're here. There are 12 different rides to go on. One is even a solar-powered Ferris wheel. And the roller coaster goes all around the pier. I want to go on that one. And guess what? This amusement park has been in over 500 movies.
This has been fun. I did enjoy riding that roller coaster. I believe we will visit the city of Los Angeles on another trip, but we do have time to visit the Hollywood sign, if you're interested.
You're not teasing me, are you? You know that I must see that.
I'm not teasing. Here at the Griffith Observatory, we will learn about the stars and you can view the Hollywood sign.
Sounds like super fun for both of us. I'm so glad we're finally up here at the observatory. That was a bit of a hike to get up here.
Well, it is located on the top of Mount Hollywood in the Santa Monica Mountains. As we come in, let's watch the huge Foucault pendulum. The movement of the pendulum shows us what the rotation of the Earth looks like. Mind-blowing.
Gracie, come quick. Here in the Wilder Hall of the Eye, it looks like a lightning storm is going on.
That's a Tesla coil. In 1891, Nikola Tesla invented this electrical machine. It makes high-voltage electricity at low currents, and those definitely do look like lightning bolts. Incredible.
Okay. Time to find the Hollywood sign. Over there, I see it. It's on Mount Lee and looks over Hollywood, Los Angeles. The letters are 45 feet high and the word is 350 feet long. It was first put up in 1923 as a real estate ad, but the people loved it so much that it stayed. It is really cool.
Yes, it is a wonderful sight. Now, we can't finish up here in Southern California without a stop at Disneyland, can we?
No, we cannot. Walt Disney opened the park in 1955. He wanted to create a place where families could have fun together. He did a great job. My favorite part is Cars Land. Luigi's Rockin' Roadsters is my absolute fave. It is so much fun to ride in those dancing cars.
The dancing cars were a delight, but since I like a bit of speed, I always enjoy the Radiator Springs racers, just like I'm racing in Lightning McQueen in the Cars movie. Huzzah! I came in first.
Oh, Gracie, this part of California was so much fun. I can't wait to explore the northern part. Let's finish up with rock jokes for the sailing stones in the Mojave Desert. Here's mine. How do you stop a baby rock from crying?
Do you polish it?
Nope, I stumped you. You rock it. Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. Your turn.
Great joke, Jazzy. Can you figure out mine? What is a rock's favorite transportation?
I know, a rocket.
Oh, Jazzy, I couldn't fool you today. Now, what was your favorite place? Mine was the Griffith Observatory and learning about the sky.
Oh, Gracie, guess what? That was mine, too. But I liked it because you could see the Hollywood sign. How about you, friends? What was your favorite spot? Don't forget to tell someone you love all about it. And come back next week when we explore the northern part of California. Bye now. Say goodbye, Gracie.
Goodbye, my dear friends. See you next week.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining Jasmine and Gracie on their adventure today. Come back next week for the next one.
Hello everybody, it's Gwen here. If you want to know more about the places we visited, just go to our website, jasmineandgracie.podbean.com, and go to the sources page and you can find out all about the great places that we visited. See you next week. Bye-bye.